What up, B Squad? It is me, JB, and I am here today, you guys, with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 13, you guys. And this episode was titled, Sharing is Caring, you guys. Now, before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I'll need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss The Real Housewives of Potomac, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode, I'll start up with Mia. So we see Mia. So Mia is talking to Gordon, and she's telling Gordon about what happened with she and Karen at Eddie's event, right? And she's asking, Gordon, how did he feel about the event? Gordon enjoyed the event. So Mia was telling Gordon that, Karen, she called Karen a trick, and Karen told her to, she's a trick, right? And so the producers asked Mia, like, did you tell Gordon about the rapper? She's like, no, didn't really tell him that. I was like, she definitely left that shit out, right? But if you guys watched that video of Gordon's earlier when it first came out about he and Mia, I don't think that would have been a surprise to Gordon, right? Because I think Gordon is, let's be real, you guys. Gordon is not dumb. He's with a younger woman, right? He's with a woman who likes to find, I'm not judging Mia. I think Mia likes the finer things in life, right? She went with him because he was, let's just be real. The money was money in at the time when she got with Gordon. And I ain't judging it. So I think Gordon, the relationship that people try to paint Karen's as is the one that I think Mia's was. I think Mia was the one who was able to go out, have her fun, and come back home to her husband. I think that was Mia's relationship and not Karen's relationship. But you guys can tell me your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section about that, right? So then Ashley brought her big head ass over, right? So Mia and Ashley are having a conversation about this non-divorce that Ashley's having, right? And the thing with Ashley is Ashley can't go through with the divorce because Ashley wouldn't be able to afford that home if she divorces Michael, right? Let's just be real about it. Ashley wouldn't be able to afford that house. And, we do talk about the salaries of the housewives, right? We know that the housewives of Atlanta, they make good money. We know that Beverly Hills ladies make good money. We know that, before the new New York came, we knew that the New York girls make good money. Jersey, OC, I don't know about Miami. I don't know what the Miami girls make, but I know that they're not bad off as well. Even with Dallas, Dallas wasn't like, I don't think Dallas was like that well paid, but I don't think that they were like just struggling either, right? But then you have Ashley Darby, who came from nothing, and Ashley doesn't want to go back to Sheila's tent, is what she doesn't want, and I'm not upset about that. The thing that I will say about Ashley is, when it comes down to Ashley, Ashley has not utilized housewives in the best way, right? Let's just be real about that. Ashley has not utilized her platform in the best of ways because Ashley comes on every season and is messy. Being the messiest one doesn't mean you're gonna get paid the most each season, right? It just means that you're gonna be messy and you're gonna carry the bone. Cause look at Sheree. I don't think Sheree is not the highest paid on Atlanta. I know that for a fact. And being the bone carrier didn't keep her on the show. It wasn't longevity for her, right? And with Ashley hasn't done anything with Potomac, right? Karen has made her fragrance, right? She has her hair and she has her candles. Wendy, her candles, her talk show. She's a professor at Johns Hopkins, right? She had so Wendy has multiple things. Giselle and Robin, they have that podcast that I don't know if people are listening to it, but they have the podcast. Candace, acting, music. What does Ashley have? The Kangaroo Hut got shut down. So that's nothing, right? And even on other cities of Housewives, they have different endeavors that they push out there, that they put to the masses to have some kind of extra source of income outside of the show. Ashley hasn't benefited from that. And I don't know if this G&A is going to help her. God, girl, nobody asked for that. But hey, okay. So Ashley is in fear and she's in survival mode. That's where she's at. But hey, you guys can tell me how you think and feel and we'll move forward, you guys. Oh my God, you guys. Next up, let's talk about Nneka. I really, truly don't want to talk about it, but we got to talk about it. You guys remember that Nneka wanted to have the conversation with Wendy, right? And basically clear the air, move forward, and go for it, right? Oh, God. I don't really want to discuss this. Now, I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to address some things that I saw and I'm going to give my opinions as well on top of it. So when it comes down to the sit down with Wendy and Nneka, right? I'm not upset with Wendy in the fact that she seemed reluctant to listen to Nneka, right? If you say anything negative or disparaging about my mother, I ain't got shit for you. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, you will never speak ill of my mama. Absolutely not. Like, that's my pride. That was my pride and joy. That was my baby. Like, you're not gonna speak ill of her. You're not gonna call her a bitch, a slut, a hoe, a witch, a trick. None of that. You ain't gonna call her out of her name and think we gonna be cool. The minute you the minute you call her out of her name, you would be lucky if you don't get, like, you'll be lucky if you don't get that right. So I'm not upset at all that Wendy is is reluctant and apprehensive to even listen to the woman, right? And what I will say is, so I'm not upset about that, but if I will say, Wendy, if you were gonna sit down with a woman, come in and be like, speak your piece, right? Say, you said these things about my mother and I didn't appreciate what you said about my mother, and give her the opportunity to apologize. And if she apologizes, then let me say this also. You can apologize to your heart's content, right? But the person who you're apologizing to, they do not have to accept your apology. No one has to accept your apology. That's period, point blank, right? They don't have to accept it. They can choose to accept it or not. They don't have to do it. So she sat down with her. I just wish if you didn't want to accept the apology, that's fine. I'm cool with it, right? But at least hear the woman out, maybe. I don't know. Don't really care. You guys can tell me how you think and feel, right? So at one point, Wendy asked Nneka, what did I do to you? Then it goes right back to, well, your mother and Lebe, your mother did this, your mother did that, and your sister did this. She asked you, what did she do? The only thing that Wendy did that I didn't agree with when she said it was calling the woman a crackhead. Wendy could have apologized for calling the woman a crackhead. She absolutely could, right? But she didn't. And I don't have too many feelings about that. And I honestly feel like the fact that Nneka now wants to apologize, I feel like she's like, fuck, I messed, like, because she's talking about in the interview with the producers, like, we could have been Ebo sisters listening to Afro beats. Then why didn't you come in with that? Because I'm going to poke a hole in two things real quick, right? And hear me out. When it comes down to Nneka, right? When it comes down to Nneka, you said that Wendy tried to keep you away from the circle of girls, right? But when you sat down with Ashley, you never mentioned anything negative or disparaging about Wendy or her mom. So when did this happen? Like, because you're saying it was before, because you say this all happened before you met the girls, but then you sat down with Ashley and you said you don't really know Wendy like that. So which one is it? And then I also want to poke a hole in the fact with Lebe. when Lebe was on the television screen in that one episode that we saw her, y'all didn't even mention anything about the shrine of it all. It never came up. So I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm just saying it's just kind of weird, so to speak. But you guys will tell me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And I thought it was very interesting that when Wendy walked up and got out and left, that Nneka started crying. I was like, why is she crying? Why is she crying? I was thoroughly confused by the fact that she was crying. But yeah, you guys, let's pause here and move forward, shall we? All right, you guys. So next up, we got Candace. It ain't much to talk about with Candace in this particular episode. We did see Candace and, Chris. They were having a conversation, and Candace was talking about, remember that episode when she went and met up? She met up with Nneka, didn't she? Did she meet up with Nneka in that episode? Whoever the hell she met up with. You guys remember she talked about the lump that she found, that she felt, and that they said it wasn't anything. What I'll say with Candace is, if you have a history of it in your family, I'm not upset with Candace about the fact that she wants it removed. I'm not upset at all, right? Because something small could turn into something big at any moment. So I'm not upset about it. She and Chris, they were having a conversation, and Chris was telling her how, last year she was talking about how he wasn't as available, and now this year she's not available. Yeah, you guys, I ain't really get much from that scene. It is what it is. Let me know what you guys thought about it, and we'll pause here and move forward. Next up, let's talk about Giselle. So we see Giselle, and this is what I always say. When it comes to Giselle and when she's with her girls, this is when she is the best version of Giselle. And I will say, from what I see, she's done right by those girls. But on this show, man, ain't for me. Don't see it for Giselle. Ain't gonna ever see it for Giselle. And congratulations to Grace. Grace's, they went to Grace's graduation. Jamal was there, and he wasn't in Giselle's phone. I was like, ooh, Giselle got Jamal out the phone. Looky there. Looky there. Did I get anything else from that scene? Nah, like I said, it's really nice to see her with her girls. Those are things that I do like to see from Giselle, is her with her daughters. Outside of that, and the mess with Giselle, keep it, sis, because I'm good on you. I'm good on Giselle, you guys. But that's it. And we'll pause here and wrap up the episode, shall we? All right, you guys. So in a strange change of events this season, Robin is the one that's hosting the cast trip, and they are going to the Dominican Republic. And Kiana, or Kiarna, whichever one, however her name is pronounced, Wendy's friend, right? That we ain't. I wonder. Here's the thing about Kiarna. Is that her name, you guys? Kiarna. I'm wondering if I don't, because the interesting thing in this episode was she got an interview look, and she looked really pretty, but we ain't really saw that much of her. And I thought she was supposed to be a friend of this season, so I hope they don't. Oh, I hope they don't get rid of Kiarna behind that whole situation with her and Deborah. I hope they don't get rid of her, because I kind of like her. I like her, right? She stands up for right, and I'm here for it. I ain't got no problems with it. I ain't got no problems with it or with her. So yeah, they're going to the Dominican Republic. They're going to be staying wherever they're staying at. I think it's like a villa, I believe. Oh, I forgot to mention the shopping trip that Robin was doing with the shopping trip that she was doing with Mia, and Nneka. It just gave thrifty. It's all that scene gave to me. Because I was like, because I was looking at it, I'm like, are they in a thrift store or a consignment store? Because that's literally all I could see. Because then I was looking, when we talk about Potomac and we talk about the budget, I don't know, I'd be looking at the production, like, do y'all have a budget? And then I also look at the women and be like, do y'all have a budget too, right? Because Candace in her scene, she has this purse, and they showed how much the purse was. The purse was almost $3,000. I was like, okay, there goes some money. Then when we see Rob and them go shopping, they had bought something that was 68. Now I ain't seen her saying that you gotta buy expensive shit, right? I'm not saying that by no means, but my God, where is the money in Potomac? Where's the money? Where is the money, Jesus? That's the only question that I got. Show me the money. Like, show me the money, baby. That's all I need is the money. Where's the money? After that, like I said, we get to the DR. So where they're staying at, Karen says that Ray goes there, and she was telling this story about one year he must have went there, and Robin said it's not the maid, Robin. We're politically correct. Housekeeper, right? The housekeeper answered the phone, and I mean, if you guys are, I think the housekeepers do answer phones. I don't know. Do they? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care. Karen and Ray have been together for over 20 years, so that institution is good, and it is what it is, right? Robin, you wish you could be so lucky. Let's just be real. You wish and hope that your marriage stands the test of time, and that your husband stops paying for other women's hotel rooms. But that's neither here nor there. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't my business, and I'ma stay out of it, right? The room situation. You guys know how I feel about Housewives and their room situation. I detest it. I hate it. I wish we could make it stop. I wish it would end, right? I don't care for it, right? So in where they're staying at, I think it's 8 bedrooms, and 4 of them are four of them are singles, right? So Giselle has her own room, and Nneka, for some odd reason, has her own room. Ashley has her own room, and Robin has her own room. So that leaves Nia, Wendy, Candace, Karen, and Kiana to share rooms, right? Karen says she ain't sharing her room, and I don't blame her, right? I don't blame her. I'm not sharing a room with somebody. No. I need my own space. I need my own space, especially. Let's just say for the sake of saying it, right, that I was which technically I am. Let me say this. What if you're a person who, let's say you have I don't know, sleep apnea, things where you need a CPAP machine, need your space, right? Need your privacy. Or you are someone who sleeps in the stark nude, right? If those are things like you want your own space. And I wasn't upset with Karen, right? What had me cracking up with Karen was when she told Robin to take her, she kept going off on Robin, and I was hollering at Karen going off on fucking Robin. It was funny to me. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. But yeah, you guys, I don't got nothing else for this episode. I ain't got much else for this episode because they're going to go play golf. Oh, I do have one more thing to add. Giselle, girl, you are so fucking tacky. We're gonna crown a new queen of Potomac, and it is Nneka. Okay, girl. Bye, girl. Go to sleep, girl. I'm tired, girl. Get out my face, girl. Go to hell, girl. Bye, girl. But that's it, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications, and also share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.